Grace and peace to you, friends. I'm Ken Carter, Bishop of the Western North Carolina Conference of the United Methodist Church. Through the winter and spring, I worked on a message that was inspired for me by Genesis 32 in the Old Testament. It was the story of Jacob and his struggle with his brother and with God. And I ended up preaching a sermon about that in the Virginia and the Western North Carolina Conference. Maybe some of you heard that sermon at Lake Junaluska. The message is about Jacob's struggle, his injury, and finally his encounter with God. And it takes up the themes of trauma, gift, and new creation. As I mentioned in the notes that follow this sermon, and there are printed copies available for you and on the internet, this reflection was offered in a number of different contexts, with small groups of pastors in local churches. A couple of the churches were in flooded areas. The background was Hurricane Helene, but also our ongoing response to racism and exclusion and the political polarization that affects us. Following the reflection in the notes, I named many of the partners along the way in this journey as we've worked together. Thank you. The question before all of us is, where is God in all of this struggle? And the reality is that life is a struggle, ministry is a struggle, relationships can be a struggle. We too easily want to find resolution, but more often we live in the tension of that struggle. Jacob is struggling with what he has done and with what he has left undone. He's on the journey to repair and reconciliation. And in this way, he models the spiritual journey for us. I want to ask three things from you. First, that you read the message, which is available to you on the conference website, and that you make notes for yourself about where you are in your own journey of trauma, gift, and new creation. Second, I want to ask that you find someone you trust to have a conversation about the deeper life questions. Where are you seeking repair and reconciliation? Or we could say healing. And where is God in all of this? Third, I want to ask that you find some occasion to tell your own story of your spiritual journey over the past months and years. How have you walked with God? How have hard things come to you? Where have been the unexpected disruptions? But I also want you to look and listen for the reality that surely the presence of the Lord was in the midst of it all. These are simple spiritual practices. First, self-examination. Second, confession. Third, testimony. I'm deeply grateful to be in this journey with you. May God bless you.